Okay. Yes, I am the person standing between you and the drinks. So we do have an announcement at FinTech. FinTech has been around for, about 4 to 5 years right now. Could I have my slides, please? So as they're bringing these things up, okay, here we go. You have all heard today multiple times the success that the FinTech community has brought to the North Georgia area. The amount of payment transactions, the value of those transactions, the size of the organizations that have brought them forth. Next slide, or I guess I can cue it here, right? Okay. When we look at that, obviously there's an infrastructure that exists here of form and substance and of success. But what a key driver of that for the last several decades has really been in the area of innovation. You all should have received a white paper. If you haven't got a white paper, it's at the reception desk, the registration desk, and you can take a look at it. We've got a list of, maybe 60 or so of the 70 organizations that make up the FinTech community. This slide that you're seeing here is an example of some of the innovations that have occurred, whether it's the Bank AmeriDeals from Cardlytics, Silver from NCR, or the Spectrum product from Equifax. So these are significant innovations that have gone forward. So the steering committee of FinTech was sitting around one day, and we were asking ourselves, well, what can we do to spur the concept of innovation? There's clearly a lot of large organizations that would like to get together with smaller organizations. We'd like to see the venture capital and the private equity groups coming in and investing in this area. Well, part of the messaging is getting out and saying, okay, we are the epicenter of the FinTech community. Now we're getting, the American Banker and publications like that repeating that back to us. So that's all good news. So we came up with a concept that basically talked about what we can do to create something of value that would spur entrepreneurship and spur innovation. We're calling it the CapVenture FinTech Innovation Award. So what that is a new program to stimulate financial technology or FinTech organizations within our community, okay, and reward them for a job well done. And what we're saying is that we'll put together an award of $50,000 in a cash grant. This is not an equity grant. This is a cash grant. To the financial technology startup that participates in a CapVenture program. So what's CapVenture? CapVenture is a Technology Association of Georgia education program specifically designed for entrepreneurs to teach them what it takes to build an organization, what kind of metrics and financials you need to have, what the balance of cash to payments and so on and so forth are, and make all that happen. It is it goes through approximately, the one I went through about 70 years ago lasted about 3 months, but I think the one they do now lasts about 3 weeks. It's a little bit more intensive in the way they do that. So using CapVenture, we would like the entrepreneurs to go through CapVenture and then come out the other side and present to a FinTech board, a special group that's going to be put together of our steering committee, and look at the ways that they have chosen to innovate in the FinTech community. The judging will take place at the end of the next summer's CapVenture program, and the award winner will be announced a year or so from today at the FinTech Georgia 2014. So the thing that I would like you to do is to, one, communicate this message. Either take it and embrace it yourself and go through it. Communicate it to whoever you know who's thinking about being an entrepreneur or doing some entrepreneurial things or innovative things that you think deserves merit and deserves award. The organizations that have stepped forward to provide the contribution includes at the corporate level, Elevon, Fiserv, Payscape, Sysnet, TSYS, and TTV Capital. And from an accounting services perspective, we've got Harrogate, I can't remember their names, HAW, I can't read it from here. We also have associations, which includes the TAG FinTech Group, which will be contributing our own money, as well as Invest Atlanta. So with that, what I would like you to do is to understand what it is we're trying to do. We'll have it on our website. We'll have more information coming out about it, but we need to count on you guys to spread the word. So with that, can I answer any questions regarding the Innovation Award? Okay, so in the meantime, you'll hear more coming out from us. I believe there's a press release going out announcing it today, so hopefully that's going to make the press. And we'll be putting our heads together over the next 6 to 9 months to get innovators and entrepreneurs moving through this program. So with that, I'd like to turn it over to Sean Banks, who's going to conclude us today.
Again, thanks a lot for being here. I know this can end up being quite a long day. Couple upcoming events we've got for the first half of next year is we've got a legal pitfall in starting a FinTech company that the general counsel at Incom and the folks at Alston & Bird are putting together. A healthcare payments discussion that the folks from Patient Co. and PaySpan are helping put together. And of course, the compliance implications for the new commerce world that PwC is leading. Just a couple thoughts from today. When we started talking about the title and subject for this event, we teased Margaret Weichert, and it's safe she's not here, otherwise she'd kick me in the shin, about the fact that she was melding both meteorological and geological events into a single theme. But I think as we've seen today, there is a cataclysmic shift going on in what's happening in and around payments. My partners and I, as we talk about the number, the quality, and the velocity of deal flow we're seeing in innovation in and around financial technology, we truly believe we're moving into a golden era for innovation and investment in this space. I'd like to hope that using this CapVenture award, we can start spurring more innovation from either folks at large companies in FinTech here in Georgia, folks at Georgia Tech, folks at any of the universities, entrepreneurs who may have a good idea and just have not had the capital to go out and pursue it. I'd like to keep this thing going so it doesn't just die 1 year out, but instead allows us as a collective group of payment and financial technology companies here in Georgia to invest back in ourselves to keep growing and making our community strong. That said, I'd like to thank the sponsors for the event today. TSYS was our generous lunch sponsor. Heba Farragetti and Wynn sponsored our breakfast. BitPay, Tony, I know you got a lot of arrows today, but I think you got some kudos too. Deluxe, Elevon, Morris, Manning & Martin, Primus Software. Our gold sponsors for Tag FinTech are on the boards here. I'd like to thank our speakers. I thought they did a phenomenal job, and many of them traveled from out of town to be here. Our showcase companies, 18 of those folks were local, but there were 5 companies that took the time to fly out here and present their wares to us. I'd like to also, if members of the steering committee could stand up. These folks worked very hard all year to help us pull this together. Let's give them a round of applause. And then finally to John Grendy and Margaret Weichert, who worked diligently as the co-chairs for this event to pull this off. I think they did a phenomenal job and deserve a round of applause. Thanks, John. And lastly, you may see this guy running around like a chicken with his head cut off, but he did an amazing job organizing this and keeping us on task, and he's done it now for 3 straight years, and we could not do this event without him. It's Derek Howard from TAG. Thanks, Derek. And with that, again, thank you for attending, and